few years ahead. That's all right. Can you think? That's not bad. It's Mars, yeah. So we got Mars on there.
Do you remember seeing Mars?
Not the one you eat at the sweet shop. With the Mars a day. There's a man over there with a rotten bit of wizardry there. What on earth has he got there? Perhaps we say a spear because we don't like to look at him.
Isn't it hieroglyphics?
It's not hieroglyphics, no, hieroglyphics, no, it's Egyptian. We're 1st century, no, that is all based on what they've found in the ground, all based on real finds.
The Romans didn't write hieroglyphics, they wrote proper words, but they used to do the numbers.
You do that at school?
You do 1, 2.
We've got a Roman wax tablet over there.
1, 1 and a line.
Missy, give me the spoon a minute. He wants to turn
that
to
one?
powder.
This is a sparkle. It's a copy of one that's found in Cologne. It's mainly a cavalry sword, it's much longer. So when you're on a horse, it's much easier to swing down. On the side.
Hey, it's alright, don't worry.
Gladius then?
Yeah.
So what do they make their blades from then?
Archer's more like it. This is the gladius, or the Roman short sword. You might take my spoon. Give you a rest.
You're alright, carry on.
You must realise that most of the Celtic swords are much longer. And they used to come in that way. So Caesar said in his conquest of Gaul that the Celts were only good for 3 run-ins, in other words 3 hits and they were finished basically. So this is the Roman short sword, gladius. This is where the word gladiator comes from, it's sword fighter. And it's always worn on the right hand side, this side. In the Roman army, if you're left-handed, you'd be right-handed. So actually when you draw it, it comes out at the right angle. It's purely thrusting. That's all it is. None of this. It's purely a thrusting weapon. And because the points are quite thin, they didn't realise they got hit until it was too late. And when you train for one of these,
Questions at the end.
manual, that you give a young soldier one that weighs 5 times the weight of this. So you then work on a post and practice the basic 5, which is head, shoulder, leg. You do that for hours on days until you build your muscles up. And when you get good enough, you give them one of these. This is all part of what I said earlier about the Romans getting their act together, you know. So that's these were rivalries. Great weapons.
We should move on and see some other things as well, and that's another short.
Well, we'll imagine it's your mum then. Your mum's going over there.
You get 80 people, 200 people doing that. Plus the sound of Barry. Can you just walk up there a minute?
To you?
Not a cat attitude.
Right, alright.
Just go down there and walk towards me.
I will.
Right, the singing belt you're wearing.
Yeah.
Okay, just walk. Now if you get that, you get 200 people doing that, you can hear that a long way off.
Scary.
And it's meant to intimidate. We've done it before, we've done it with the whole year on. You've got people like yourselves in there. When we've walked out, people have gone like that. But it's not meant to give you a nice feeling, it's meant to intimidate you. And that's exactly what it does. And these people, you would know they were coming.
So you're involved in it?
Yeah, not so much. I've done a lot of marching. Yeah, what is nice.
If you try to bake that, what do you think those bits would do to your teeth?
So cool. Calculated sandwich. Made out of one piece. That's easy. They're great because you can grip on the ground so you can stand. So the Celts are wearing sort of much more different shoes.
And the helmets?
Helmets. This is. What's the other one? You've got all the little ears.
I didn't. No,
You
no,
had it
no,
on,
no,
did
no.
you have it on that table over there?
You can do the helmets.
Alright, this is he's going now.
I'll drink some
Cup of tea.
Valerian wine now.
Yeah, go for it. Right, that's the Roman Auxiliary 1st century helmet, which all the troops were equipped with, as you can see there on that fine picture there. That's a child-sized version, that's an officer obviously, because he's got the brush on the top. Last but not least, slightly different. We've got a Celtic helmet,
Right.
which is brass. But the Romans picked up a lot of ideas from the Celts. They nicked the idea for the helmets. Yeah, that would go on there. Yeah, that would go on there. I'll sort it out.
Yeah, but also been sweeping the floor with
They have been sweeping the floor with it.
I thought so.
So they got the idea of the helmets off the Celts and chainmail. They had the idea of the Celts. And Paulus was telling you all about the short swords. They nicked the idea off the Celts. The Spanish for the short sword. So that was something else they picked up from. And what I've got over here, finally, but last but not least, this is Roman equipment pack, which they carry on the shoulders. But yeah, basically, there's several people that have been in the army, American and British, are saying that the basic pack is equivalent to the modern army, or the pack they had. They didn't carry it all the time, slight misconception, because they had carts that would carry this. So in here you'd have probably a change of underwear, your bowl, spoon, you've got something to cook it up, you've got that, it's going to fall off, you have various things in there. And in here...
Oh, nice beads.
Yes, oh yeah, you wouldn't have any modern hooks or eyes on there. We've got all the fancy foods over there. I'm just trying to see what I've actually got in here. Not 3 days rations, but if I can get this open. Oh yeah, you have to take 3 days rations with you, so I don't know what we've actually got in here.